Warning: Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
There was once a time when the streets rang with laughter, when black-owned businesses lined the corners, when jazz poured from club windows and families built their future one brick at a time. These were cities within cities, communities carved out of exclusion but rich in culture, resilience, and pride. And then, bulldozers came, under the banner of progress in the name of urban renewal, with laws written in fine print and enforced with wrecking balls. This is the story of what was lost. Welcome to Eminent Domain, a journey through the neighborhoods that once thrived, the families that were uprooted, and the policies that erased black cities from the American landscape. From Black Bottom in Detroit, to Haiti in North Carolina, to the Fillmore in San Francisco, we uncover the hidden history buried beneath highways and high-rises, because memory is resistance, and truth deserves its place on the map. What was Black Bottom? Black Bottom was a predominantly foundational Black American neighborhood located on Detroit's east side, just east of downtown. Despite its name, Black Bottom originally referred to the rich, dark soil in the area, not race. By the early 20th century, it became one of the only areas in Detroit where Black residents could live due to the racist housing covenants, redlining, and segregationist policies. During the Great Expansion, thousands of foundational Black American families moved from the South to northern cities like Detroit in search of better economic opportunities and to escape Jim Crow laws. In Detroit, many settled in Black Bottom. The neighborhood became a thriving center for Black culture, business, and social life. Parnell Street and later Hastings Street served as commercial arteries filled with jazz clubs, barbershops, beauty salons, churches, grocery stores, and Black-owned businesses. Paradise Valley, a part of Black Bottom, was especially famous for its nightlife, hosting legendary musicians like Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, and Count Basie. Residents created a self-sustaining community despite systematic discrimination. Churches, schools, and community centers were vital institutions. However, Black Bottom also faced chronic disinvestment by the city and lack of basic services like garbage collector and infrastructure upkeep due to systemic racism. The destruction of Black Bottom was part of a broader national trend under the banner of urban renewal, a policy heavily used in mid-century America that disproportionately displaced foundational Black American communities. Starting in the 1940s and accelerating into the 1950s, the city of Detroit used eminent domain to abolish large parts of Black Bottom. Officials argued this was necessary to, quote, clear slums and modernize the city with highways, housing projects, and new developments. But in practice, this meant mass displacement of foundational Black American residents and the destruction of one of Detroit's most vibrant communities. The Chrysler Freeway, I-75, was constructed right through the heart of Black Bottom, destroying much of the neighborhood. New developments like Lafayette, a high-rise housing development, replaced much of what had been Black Bottom. While some public housing was built, it was insufficient and segregated, and many former residents were left without an affordable option. The erasure of Black Bottom represents a broader pattern of racialized urban planning that reshaped American cities in the mid-20th century. The displacement fractured generational wealth, community networks, and economic independence for thousands of foundational Black American families. Today, there are no visible markers or memorials in the cityscape that acknowledge Black Bottom or its significance, something many advocates and historians continue to challenge. Many former residents recall Black Bottom with pride. We didn't have much, but we had each other. It was ours.